It was a pure terrorist attack on Israel, killing innocent women and children. And there you see countries like Nigeria aiding and supporting Hamas for that terrorist attack on 7th of October. I am not here to defend Israel on the right of Palestine to self-determination, on the right of Palestine to independence or whatever. But I'm here to stand with Israel and condemn the terrorist attack on Israel. It can never, ever be accepted. It is unacceptable. Killing children, abducting women, raping them, butchering them in the street of Israel, as we witnessed on the 7th of October, to go down in the history, and those who support this evil will never have peace in their various countries. Mark it. Today, they are planning attack on Israel in Nigeria. You know, one thing about this whole politics, evil politics going around in the world today, is that many people lack information. People don't actually know what is going on around them. Like many do not understand there is something called Israel in Nigeria. And when you make a post calling the attention on Israel in Nigeria, many people will be asking you, which one is Israel in Nigeria again? There is a serious planned attack against Israelis in Nigeria. The Israel ambassador, the Israeli embassy is under serious threat. Their life remain in imminent danger. And of course, the reason we are making this public is because whenever we expose the terrorist government of Nigeria, they will always go into panicking, and that will also truncate the plan to execute the terrorist attack against Israel in Nigeria. By this singular exposition, their camp is already in disarray because they do not know where this information and intelligence is leaking from. So the planned attack, we have actually somehow truncated it. But that does not mean that they're not going to plan and they're not going to re-strategize and come back again. We are just making this particular space today to call the attention of Israel in Nigeria and assure them that so long as we exist in Biafra land, there is a safe place for them to be evacuated to immediately if there is any attack against them in Abuja. Biafra land, the old eastern Nigeria, that is a safe place for them. We will evacuate them from Abuja within 4 hours of notice. Do not take this particular intel for granted, because it will happen. We may not be able to get the second intel when they plan the second attack. But this particular first attack, believe me, the exposition may have destroyed their intention and the intent to commit terrorism against Israel in Nigeria. And for those who don't know history, this is not the first time Nigeria government and Nigeria state are attacking people inside Nigeria on the issue of Israel and Palestine. This is not the first time. There is a history of terrorist attack whenever the conflict in the Middle East escalate. The people, the Biafrans in the northern Nigeria, have always made to pay the price of what is happening between Israel and Palestine. So when I come here to speak, I am speaking to maintain the integrity, the trust of the ancestors of the Biafra people. They have killed enough Biafrans in Nigeria whenever Israel and Palestine conflict escalate. And I want to inform all of us today that since the history of killings of Biafrans in the northern Nigeria, this year or this particular conflict is the only one in the history where Biafra has not been attacked and their businesses destroyed in the northern Nigeria. We are not going to deny who we are. And that is why it is very imperative for people to understand we can never be in one country, because they see us as the Jews. And we are the Jews. We're not denying being the Jews. And that's why we can never be part of an entity like Nigeria. And today, they use gun and the barrel of gun to force us into being one country. The message I have come to pass across to Nigeria, the terrorist state of Nigeria today, is that if any Biafra is killed this time around in the northern Nigeria, in the name of Israel is fighting Palestine, or in the name of Iran has launched attack in Israel, and any Biafra is killed in the northern Nigeria, or their businesses destroyed, and people butchered as usual, they normally do, we will cut Nigeria into two. Those who understand what I mean know what I mean. We will cut Nigeria into two to start with. And those that will be in the side of the southern Nigeria will be made to face the music. This is not the time. You use what is happening in the Middle East to kill us in the northern Nigeria. We will continue to stand with Israel. The Jews are us, and we are the Jews. We become an inseparable, and because we find ourselves in amalgamation of Nigeria, will not make us to deny who we are. A lot of people will say that Israel doesn't need help. We have made it very open. We will offer the Israeli government, when the war goes to the ground troop, needing the ground troop, we will offer 15,000 men to Israel. The Biafra government is ready. We know that the war is still going on the, with the rockets and all that. But whenever it gets to the ground troop, when ground troop is needed, Biafra will provide 15,000 men to support Israel. A lot of people will say, you protect yourself first. We are protecting ourselves. Are you not seeing it? Have you not seen how we protect ourselves? Have you not seen that for the very first time in the history of the Islamic State of Nigeria, the people shouting for Biafra is being declared wanted? Tag the terrorists? Yes. Have you not seen it? It means that we are fighting and also protecting ourselves. It is not easy for them to kill like they usually do. So they have seen that the new generation of Biafra are those you don't mess around with. So do not worry. If you are not a Biafran and worried about us promising 15,000 men to Israel when the time comes for the ground troop, don't worry about us. Worry about yourselves, who is being butchered in your various localities in Nigeria. Worry about yourself, whom your people are living in IDP camp in the Middle Belt, in the northern Nigeria, in the southwest. Don't worry about us. We are not in IDP camp. For the fact that Biafrans are not living in IDP camp means that we are protecting and defending ourselves very well. And today, we can boast of over 130,000 men of the Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Resistance Fighters. All we lack is more weapons. That's all. We will overrun Nigeria when the time comes. So do not worry about the pronouncement of 15,000 men to Israel when the time comes. The reason you have not seen the heavy impact of the Biafra forces is something that I will not share here. So if you hear us making this pronouncement, do not worry about us, especially if you are not a Biafra. Worry about your region, worry about your state, worry about your people that have been displaced by Nigeria-sponsored terrorism, that have been displaced by all the terrorists that have invaded Nigeria, and you are only concerned is what Biafrans are doing and how they are fighting their freedom. We are people of God, people that have covenant with God.
Yes.
God of Israel, God of Moses, God of Elijah. These are the people we are.
Yes.
So you cannot believe what we believe in. We have different belief. We have different religion. The covenant of God remains the covenant of God. So do not worry about us. Worry about yourselves that have been subjugated, subdued by the Nigeria terrorism. You have been subdued by the terrorist state. You have been subdued by the terrorism of the Nigeria state. You have been subdued by the terrorist organization called Nigeria Army, Nigeria Police, and all other Nigeria security agents. They are all terrorists. You have been subdued by them. So you don't have the right to even ask questions. You don't have the right to protest. If you don't like anything they are doing, you will get killed. So we are not accepting that particular threat as subjugation or subdue. We don't accept it. You can't subdue Biafra people. And that's what you people, many of you don't like. Today, in Enugu, a repentant Boko Haram who was recruited into Nigeria military lynched a woman in the barrack. Of course, they will come to deny as usual. You think they will come and accept it before? You think that the Nigeria terrorist organization called Army will come and say, oh, we did, yes, we are investigating it. The guy, he was a Boko Haram and he killed the woman. No, they will deny up to the last minute. Even in the Okoma community, when they went there to attack the community, burn the community down, did they not come to deny it? They were the ones sharing the video to prove what brutality they have meted to the people of Okoma community. When the heat get too hot, they deny it. They deleted the post they made. So who doesn't know Nigeria Army as a terrorist organization? It means that you don't know the history of Nigeria. Biafra has come. And this year, the declaration of Biafra is happening.
Sure.
After that, we will have the right to do anything as a government. Believe me, after this year, it can never remain the same. So let them escalate whatever they are doing in the Middle East so that the eye of the world will be out of Nigeria. I will be here to also answer questions to those who may have some relevant question pertaining the security threat on Israel in Nigeria, and of course, the proposal for the Biafra government to provide 15,000 men whenever the time is right for the ground troop, if Israel need it. Thank you. And the media team, you can take charge from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ebu PM. Minister of Information, please come up. Mazisani.
Yes, they will Muchineke, they will Prime Minister. What a good leader will do in time of war is to give hope and assurance to the people. That is what you've just done. And the Biafran people are very happy to have you as their Prime Minister because you have just done what a leader is supposed to have done. Biafran stands with Israel from now till eternity. Yes, my minister, Vam, we are here again. Over to you, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Mazisani Aparawa, Ebu Minister of Information. Greetings to our Obato Bie Atakata Abosia, our numero uno of Biafra land, Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa. We appreciate you, Mazi.
Yes.
And fellow Biafrans and friends of Biafra and the media and journalists that are watching right now, please, we're going to be bringing you in. As I bring you in, please do not hesitate to raise your hands and and bring very relevant questions to the Prime Minister as regarding the topic we have here. And immediately you are going to get answers. And please note that you have just 60 seconds to do that, as we have almost 1,000 people, close to 1,000 people watching right now and participating in this space. Please, as you are coming in and you have a very relevant question as to what is happening right now and how we are related to this, please bring your question up, and you have 60 seconds to do that. We already have people in the room. Let me quickly start with Ifeanyi Madumere. Ifeanyi Madumere, even though your hand is not up, I just pick you, and while I wait for others to raise their hand, you have 60 seconds. If you have a question, please go ahead and bring it.
Yeah, I greet everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Honorable PM, I greet you.
I give you 1 minute.
My question is this. It goes to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is there any mechanism too in securing that facility, that arena where he's being held, should in case if any of these interior plans is also geared towards that environment? That's my question. Thank you very much.
Mazi Solomon, 1 second.
Thank you very much. Any issue about our leaders' detention is something very sensitive at this point, and for that reason, I will not address it. But let me tell you, Biafrans are ready to secure him and rescue him from that place. He was the one, and he's still the one delaying us. Thank you.
I'm sure you got that. That last, the answer he gave you, which you should also begin to ponder upon. And we move. Thank you, Ifeanyi.
All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as to the hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to all your notification buttons so that whenever our news go to drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as the hot. You don't share for the information of the day. Congratulations to the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa Nwanjoko. According to the information we say e dey for my table now, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa Nwanjoko, has sent a condolence message to the people of Iran who lost their president in a what is it called, helicopter crash. The Prime Minister has said sorry to the people of Iran, also reminding them that there is a nation called Biafra, which parts of Biafra which will be moving out from the old nation wherein they reside very soon. The Prime Minister is also encouraging the people, the Biafrans, to keep having hope that very soon everything is going to be all right. People who are suffering inflation, backwardness, poverty in this nation that they are still in, the Prime Minister said, let everybody calm down. That's na ihe foro ofu agwụla agwụ ka nsọ anyị Igbo n'ife foro ofu agwụ make everybody sule, make everybody get patience. Say everything it go still better. Say once the nation of Biafra is declared all over the world and the embassies is established all over the world, that Biafra nation is going to be one of the greatest nation all over the earth. As it be, make I carry you go to that full information of wetin happen to the Iranian president, make you see why the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, they send his condolence to the Iranian people. Let's go down to the full detail of the information. As it be, Iran's president Ibrahim Raisi confirmed death in helicopter crash. Iran President Ibrahim Raisi and Foreign Minister Hossein Amirabdollahian have been confirmed killed after the helicopter they were traveling in crashed in poor weather. The bodies of the people aboard were found on Monday morning, some hours after the helicopter crash in Iran's northwestern region, state media reported. The accident challenges the country's senior leadership as Iran sits in the midst of heightened regional and global tension centered at the war in Gaza. Rescuers from the Iranian Red Crescent had fought through dense fog, blizzard, and mountainous terrain to reach the site of the crash in the East Azerbaijan province. On finding the wreckage, they had reported no sign of life. My people, now don't see as they happen for that Iran. Before I go continue for this information, I want to encourage you that whatever you are doing in this life, however you are living your life, please remember there is only one day for every man. Look at this president with all the securities and everything, he still died. Whose fault is this? Nobody. It could be man-made, it could be time, it could be nature, it could be anything. But one thing we should know is that this life is not our own, that anything can happen at any time. As it be, 3 reported killed as military avert attempted coup. Military said coup was nipped in the bud by the forces and the perpetrators were arrested, including foreigners. 3 people have been reportedly killed in the Democratic Republic of Congo capital following a shootout between armed men in military uniform and guards of a top politician, an incident the army described as an attempted coup. This one is happening right in Congo DR. As it be, Anambra State have just resolved issues with Anambra workers and shun gutter politics. It doesn't suit you, as Professor NLC tells Governor Charles Soludo. The people of Anambra State are insinuating that the kind of politics that is being practiced in Anambra State is what is called gutter politics. Let's go down to the full details of the information so that you will be able to see the people's grievances, why the Anambra State are aggrieved with the current governor despite being a professor in academics and also a former Central Bank of Nigeria governor. People of Anambra believe that Soludo should have known better as a professor, as a learned man, that he should have known better and should have known what is supposed to be good for the people of Anambra State. But the way we are seeing things, it looks as if the Anambrarians are murmuring. They are not happy with the present government, maybe due to how things are going, and the people believe that this is a gutter government, that there should be a better way, that Governor Soludo should have known better as the former a learned man and also the former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria. Meanwhile, remember that for title yesterday in football, let me bring you matters that concerns football a little, that Man City has just carried the Premier League, and everybody is waiting to see what will become of Dortmund and Real Madrid. And upon this thing, I will say, Ndi Arsenal, Ndonu, if you be Arsenal fan, I will say sorry to you. I'm very, very sorry, my people of Arsenal. Make una no vex, no be una fault. Say every season, una go fight, una no go see trophy. Ndewonu, Black Sunday, as 6 members of Can Women Wing die in ghastly motor accident. It don't show my people. This one is happening to Can members. May their soul rest in perfect peace. Like I will always say, remember that this world is not our own. 6 members of the women wing of the Christian Association of Nigeria, returning from a conference in Gembu, in headquarters of Saduana local government area of Taraba, to Jalingo, the state capital, have died in a road crash. The women, who were members of the Taraba wing of the WOWI were traveling in 18-seater bus and were returning to their home after the conference before the tragic crash on Sunday afternoon. Meanwhile, Taraba State Governor Abu Kafas has described the death of the women members as tragic and heartbreaking. Meanwhile, before I go further, there was an accident that took place in Imo State, a place called IMSU, the Imo State University, accident that took almost life of 20 people and one lecturer in the marketing department in that particular place. This thing happened in Imo State, and a lot of people lost their life. And when we are making our investigation, we find out that the truck which was involved in that accident was Dangote truck, but we have not been able to ascertain what was actually the cause of that particular accident. We have not been able to ascertain what was wrong and whose fault it is and what caused that particular accident. But from the information we are getting by passerby, we find out that some people are saying that that particular truck actually failed to brake and crushed a lot of people. My people, anytime where you are moving out, please try and say our Lord's Prayer. Also try and believe more in whatever you believe in. But last, make God save us. As it be, somebody said, if you want to live long, if you want to live long, owe people money, they won't pray for you to die. Portable. So now why you never balance the 13 million? They say Portable don't drop new quote. Say if you want to live long, make you owe person money. Say if you owe person money, you no go die soon, because people no go dey pray for you to die. My brother, don't take that particular advice, because the best way to die is to owe people money. Imagine when you are owing all this online loan money, online app, and you are owing the money. My brother, your own don't finish, oh. Because they will call you, call your family members, call your dead people, call your dead members, call everybody where we say they related to you. You don't shall ekedemunu. Iya. And the last information, they say Nnamdi Kanu knows fate. Nnamdi Kanu knows fate in Fresh Bay battle. House arrest demand today. I will still bring you the full detail of that particular information in the another edition. For me, when I hear I go the one that the cutting. Thank you for listening. God bless you.